Well, it's been a very long week, but it is finally Friday, and weird that it is. I know I've seen it before a lot of times, and you can probably see the background a little bit. The sun is rising, but the moon is still up here, so I don't know. Again, I've seen it a lot of times before. It's just always kind of amusing. If you hadn't noticed, there's a lot of construction going on here, so just kind of taking it easy and going to work. I'm ready for a weekend, honestly. I'm going to try to take the time to rebuild my workstation. If you watched yesterday's vlog, which should be going up very soon, I managed to get the screen casting issue mostly fixed. I went in to record my desktop, and I just turned the quality settings on the audio and video down to about 70 or 75%, and that definitely helped the sync problem quite a bit. The main problem I was having when I first started was that I couldn't get the keyboard audio to stay in sync with what I was saying. So when I would be typing like the word root, R-O-O-T, it would not type it at the same time as I was saying it. I mean, that sounds kind of stupid to say, but and really that would be fixed if either I would use a quieter keyboard or record the audio after the fact. I would be a horrible vlogger if I didn't mention this. Yeah, this new little intersection we've got. Car was coming out there, truck decided it was going to go as well, I assume, so it kind of ran over the car. Nobody appears to be hurt. There's a couple of ladies standing beside the car who look fine. Cops filling out a report. Yeah. Traffic is slowed down. But we're now moving past it, and like I said, everybody's fine. The damage to the car actually looks pretty minimal. The rear end got crushed up a little bit, so the lady inside she's perfectly alright. Just thought I'd show you guys that. That was my fun, interesting morning wreck to see. Well, this is at least somewhat exciting. I talked to my wife a couple of minutes ago, and she said the people that came to look at our house the other day want to come back tomorrow, Saturday morning. So hopefully something good will happen from this. If I hadn't mentioned it before, I know I've talked about it on the live streams and stuff. My wife and son and I, we are planning to move. We're not moving out of state, out of city or anything. Staying with the same job, staying in the same location. Just planning to move to the other side of town. It's a little bit closer to her parents, and we're actually thinking about building a new house just because most of the houses we've looked at don't really match up with the layout that we want exactly, and a lot of them are just really overpriced. And we found a couple of home builders that will do it for a very decent price, and the lots are relatively inexpensive as well. Alright, it's almost 4 o'clock, and that means end of the workday, and it's a Friday, so awesome. Couple of days off work. It's time to go home and shoot the news episode for this week. It's actually kind of slim. There's not a whole lot of stuff to talk about, but the content that's going to be in it has actually got a lot of stuff to talk about with it, so yeah, it should be entertaining, hopefully. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes on how I film This Week in Linux. And at this point, I've actually connected my camera up to the computer, hanging out in the IRC channel, and I'm going to be copying the files over and rendering them and all sorts of fun stuff before I edit. So yeah, time to get working on the video. Alright, filming done. Had to refilm a bunch of sections because this... I mentioned it before, I actually picked up this Audio-Technica 3.5mm headphone thing. As it turns out, my cell phone likes to interfere with it because it's not shielded. So that's a fail on my part for having the cell phone in my pocket in the first place. I'm actually going to send it back to Amazon. Really, the amount of static that I'm getting out of it and the loudness that I got out of that cell phone beeping, there's got to be something wrong with it, and they do have an option for it being defective, so hopefully they'll take it back. But rendering the video now after reshooting about half of it, and hopefully I can get it up shortly, and then after that editing this and uploading this, so fun night ahead. I'm so glad it's the weekend, guys, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I intend to have a great weekend, so I'll be back later. Alright, so the news video, like I said earlier, finished, edited, and uploaded finally. YouTube took a little bit of time approving everything, but it did finally go through. Lots of great comments from you guys, so thank you very much. Just ending the night, getting ready to go to bed, doing the house showing tomorrow. Cross your fingers, hopefully that goes well. Out of curiosity, what do you guys think of this? I know what I'm doing is not terribly exciting so far. I'm going to have to talk to my wife down on the download here. I'm going to have to talk to my wife and see if she'll let me put her and our son in the vlogs, because honestly I think that would make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. And I wouldn't mind introducing you to him, but I'm not going to do it without her say-so. So we'll see what she says about it, and that's all for now. Good night, guys.